Which brings us to Trump's executive order, where we read, Purpose. Our great American flag is the most sacred and cherished symbol of the United States of America and of American freedom, identity, and strength. Is the flag the most sacred symbol? See, sacred is defined as dedicated or set apart for the service or worship of a deity, devoted exclusively to one service or use, worthy of religious veneration and entitled to reverence and respect. It's almost as if Trump is painting the flag as a religious symbol. However, our Pledge of Allegiance to the flag states, we pledge allegiance to the flag and the republic for which it stands. That republic was created by its supreme law, the Constitution of the United States. Can we pledge allegiance to the flag, then trample the supreme law of the republic it stands for? Over nearly 2.5 centuries, many thousands of American patriots have fought, bled, and died to keep the stars and stripes waving proudly. The American flag is a special symbol of our national life that should unite and represent all Americans of every background and walk of life. Desecrating it is uniquely offensive and provocative. It's a statement of contempt, hostility, and violence against our nation. The clearest possible expression of opposition to the political union that preserves our rights, liberty, and security. The American flag is a symbol, and yes, many people have fought and died for it, but the flag is a symbol of what? See, if we use that symbol to destroy what it symbolizes, then what good is it? Should a symbol of our rights and liberty be used to infringe on our rights and liberty? And what about safety? Burning this representation of America may incite violence and riot. American flag burning is also used by groups of foreign nationals as a calculated act to intimidate and threaten violence against Americans because of their nationality and place of birth. Burning the flag may incite violence, but so can speeches, publications, and assemblies. We do not criminalize them because they might incite violence. We criminalize the actual incitement to violence. While the Supreme Court used the wrong reason to protect this type of demonstration, the Constitution, as the supreme law of the land, does protect our right to do with our property what we want. Notwithstanding the Supreme Court's ruling on First Amendment protections, the court has never held that American flag desecration conducted in a manner that is likely to incite imminent lawless action or that is an action amounting to fighting words is constitutionally protected. See Texas v. Johnson. But as the court pointed out in the case Texas v. Johnson, there are other laws that can be used to try cases of incitement and lawlessness. As the court wrote in the opinion, Johnson's expression of dissatisfaction with the federal government policies also does not fall within a class of fighting words likely to be seen as a direct personal insult or an invitation to exchange fisticuffs. The court was specific that Johnson's protest did not fall into the class of fighting words, which shows that not all flag burning is fighting words or incitement to violence. So why prohibit some expression because it might lead to violence? My administration will act to restore respect and sanctity to the American flag and prosecute those who incite violence or otherwise violate our laws while desecrating the symbol of our country to the fullest extent permissible under any available authority. Here is where the rhetoric meets the law. Title IV, Section 8 of the United States Code is entitled Respect for Flag. In which we find, no disrespect should be shown to the flag of the United States of America. The flag should not be dipped to any person or thing. Regimental colors, state flags, and organization or institutional flags are to be dipped as a mark of honor. While there are laws against inciting violence, 4 U.S.C. Section 8 is not a criminal law. In fact, by using the word should, it's only a suggestion, not a demand or command. Under Section 2 of the Executive Order, we find measures to combat desecration of the American flag. The Attorney General shall prioritize the enforcement to the fullest extent possible of our nation's criminal and civil laws against acts of American flag desecration that violate applicable content-neutral laws, while causing harm unrelated to expression consistent with the First Amendment. This may include, but is not limited to, violent crimes, hate crimes, illegal discrimination against American citizens, or other violations of American civil rights and rights against property and the peace, as well as conspiracies and attempts to violate and aiding and abetting others to violate such laws. So Trump's flag-burning EO really calls for prosecution of other crimes using the American flag. Furthermore, Trump's order limits the Department of Justice in the case where the state or local law is violated to referring the matter to the appropriate state or local authority. In cases where the Department of Justice or another executive department or agency determines that an instance of American flag desecration may violate an applicable state or local law, such as open burning restrictions, disorderly conduct laws, or destruction of property laws, the agency shall refer the matter to the appropriate state or local authority for potential action. So while there's plenty of bluff and bluster in this executive order, legally, there aren't any real teeth to it.